Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of SevTech. How are you guys doing today? How's life? We are going to start today's episode by going to Mercury. And as usual, it's a very small step for man. The problem is, I'm not sure if we are wearing the correct spacesuit. Are we okay? Seems so. We're going to have a very small matter receiver over there and some lights. And I think the ore that we're looking for on Mercury is called carbon, right? Yes. Is that Dash? Yes. Why? Oh wow, I just noticed the sun. Honestly speaking, I think for the moment that's going to be enough. We have around 400 ores and that's good. We go back home. We have the Oromatic 5000 and we should be able to ore quadruple it. Oh, you cannot ore quadruple it. Oh, okay. Actually, I have just noticed that carbon is not the only ore that we're going to need from Mercury. We also need something called Mercury ore. Why didn't you do that? Transmitter blocked. Oh, so you can put the screen after you have dialed the destination. I did not know that. Yes, Mercury ore. Very good. Okay, so we need the carbon in order to make the next tier of thermal padding, and we need the mercury in order to make the next rocket. And we cannot quadruple this one as well. Weird. Oh, and by the way, some of you guys were suggesting that this thing is going to spread. It hasn't spread yet, or at least I think. We have another very small issue, and that is we're out of meteoric iron. And the main reason that we need a lot of meteoric iron is that you need to make heavy duty plates. And then you need to upgrade them in order to make the next tier of rocket. So we're going to need a considerable amount. I think you should be able to find it on every single planet, but on the moon, it's easy to spot them. Oh, they drop redstone. I'm not exactly sure if we have enough, but we have 36, and this one we can quadruple. Okay. Let us see. I have to make the heavy duty plate, which the recipe is not that easy. Then I have to upgrade it with compressed meteoric iron in order to make another heavy duty plate. And then I have to upgrade it again with compressed dash in order to get the tier 3. And one more time I have to upgrade it with compressed carbon and mercury in order to get the tier 4. We are not incredibly rich, but I think we have everything in order to make the tier 4 rocket. Here is the schematic. Here is the cone. Thrusters are going to need titanium, and thankfully they could be quadrupled, so we can make 4. And we have 8 ingots left. The thrusters, and do we have enough plates? We need 10, we have 5, we can make 8 more. So we're good. But we cannot make the launch pad because it needs a lot of titanium. Every single asteroid that I visit has a maximum of 1 or 2 titanium ore. This one had 49. I'm very confused. But I'm not complaining. This needs to be a 5x5 square, so we need 5 sets of these, because each one of them is going to give us 5. That is 20, we need one more set. And here is our new rocket. Very good. So for Jupiter, we are also going to require a new thermal padding, which is relatively expensive. The question is, do we also need to make the tier 2 spacesuit? Maybe. We have plenty of titanium, so it should not be a problem. It took me a bunch of crafting, but it's done. And it does not look that much different. I'm slightly disappointed, but being disappointed, I guess, is part of this mod pack. Let's go to Jupiter. From Project Ozone, I should have remembered that Jupiter is not very welcoming. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good. That can't be good. Okay, I'm out. We're fine. We just lost our rocket, but it's fine. On Jupiter, we're looking for red gem and we're looking for palladium. This place takes the concept of hostile planet to a brand new level. I really want my rocket. Can we go in? Nope. Or maybe we can. Nope. Gravity is so high that if you fall 2 blocks, you take damage. You know, I just noticed. We also lost our launch pad. It's in the rocket. We have what we need. Let us go back home. Losing the rocket on Jupiter threw me off guard because we had barely enough material to make the tier 5 rocket, but I think we just managed to make it. Yes, tier 5 rocket. Also, I had to waste a lot of titanium to make the launch pad, but it's okay. This one is going to take us to Saturn. With the brand new spacesuit, this is the speed that you have. Anyhow, welcome to Saturn, and you're dropping me inside an ocean again. Thank you. Oh, in this one I can swim. Oh, that's nice. We just take our rocket and go back. If I'm not wrong, on Saturn we're looking for the slime ore, which can be converted into inferium essence, and magnesium in order to make the next tier of rockets. And obviously, free slimes. Oh, you're the slime ore. Ew. We actually have a quest over here. Launch a rocket to Saturn, land on it, collect some Saturn surface rocks. Oh, you are infected stone. Okay. Oh, you're the one. We're done. Alright guys, today we managed to visit 3 different planets, Mercury, Jupiter and Saturn. I also wanted to go to Neptune because that is my end goal in order to get prosperity shards. Because in order to make prosperity shards, we need Neptune zinc ore. I was hoping to get into mystical agriculture today so that I can get silicon seeds, so that I can start getting into applied energistics. Because silicon is our only non-renewable resource, and it's very difficult to find. Unfortunately, getting to Saturn already consumed a lot of resources because of the heavy-duty plates. You need the previous tier for every single plate, and it's quite expensive. So I don't think we can push to Neptune today, but we can get into applied energistics. It's not going to be an amazing applied energistics system, but we're going to do our best. And that is not an achievement. Why? Although getting into applied energistics is easier said than done because we need a lot of quartz enriched iron and quartz glass. It's not going to be these 12, I have already made like 500. A few episodes ago when we were making these ultimate crafting tables, I noticed I made a huge miscalculation and I made 2 of these extra, which are very expensive. But right now, they're going to be very useful to us. Because in order to make the crafting terminal, we need 1 of them. And I think you need 1 for the interface, right? No, you need 1 for the pattern terminal. Okay. We're going to start with 2 drives, but I think we're also going to start with a lot of 1K storage cells because we have a lot of items which are only like 1, 10 or I don't know 8. And I don't think it's a very wise decision to waste a 64K ME storage cell for these kind of items. And where are we going to set it up? I have already prepared a very small area, a basement, under our Galactic Craft base, and here it is. Oh, these are the same. Can I change it? Yes. The way that I understood this pack, there's not going to be that much auto crafting, so this is going to be our ME controller. We're going to power it using a quantum entangler porter, and for the moment we only have 1 dense energy cell, which I'm going to put here. Again, for the moment it's not going to be anything fancy, I just want it to be functional. We can also have an ender chest with an import bus so that we can transfer the items easily. I don't think we have that many resources to go that crazy, but let us see how many 16K storage cells we can make. 7. So I can make 2 64Ks? That's not bad. Okay, it's not that bad. We have a decent amount of resources, so we're going to waste it on 3 64K storage cells. How are we going to transfer all those items? I think I have to break them, right? Yeah, that's the easiest thing to do. Actually, this is kind of fun. I just emptied 3 chests, and how are we doing on storage? Really bad. Noticed I could have used a pipe. It would have been faster. Okay, it has been a while later and I had to make another drive, fill it in with 16K storage cells, and now we have plenty of storage. Is it raining? Ew. Anyhow, the simple storage network that we had 2 advantages. One of them was that we did not require to power it, so it was free. The second advantage was this remote. We could have accessed our entire inventory from every single dimension, and now that we have switched to applied energistics, we do not have a wireless remote which works more than 128 blocks. The reason that we switched is auto crafting, and what basically I'm trying to say is that the sooner that we get into auto crafting, the better. And since we are relatively poor, we're going to start with 16 interfaces, but later on we're going to expand it to 32. I don't think we have that much auto crafting to do, so we're going to have only 8 P2P tunnels, and I think that's going to be enough. Of course, as usual, I could be wrong, but I don't think fixing it is going to be a huge issue. We can add more interfaces later on. We just connect you to you and connect the other one to you. And obviously, as usual, we're going to start with a pattern for pattern. I actually forgot that we have to start with some crafting units, so let me craft a few, then we can do auto crafting. And I assume we can start with 16K, because they are cheaper and those are the ones that I can afford. And you can craft me patterns. Very good. So for the moment we have 4 CPUs and each one of them is going to have a co-processing unit, a 16K storage, and a crafting monitor. Later on when we are rich, we're gonna make them chunky. Now we need to start working on a very small machine area. We don't have that many machines to automate, basically it's just mechanism and I think everything should fit here. Yeah, exactly, we don't have that many machines, that's it. We have to install them over here. I have been working on the base for a while and unfortunately we are running low on resources, especially Certus quartz and silicon. So we need to do some manual mining. And do we have some food? Yes. I mean, I do understand that we have ore miners, but the problem is they're not producing Certus quartz fast enough. Oh, that's it. Yeah, it's actually garbage, we only got 1 stack. And 8. Yes, I have found more. I thought I have found more, but this is bitumen. And I'm stuck. Oh my goodness, more bitumen. What the hell are you? The biggest issue that I'm facing right now is that I cannot find any silicon. It has been quite a while later and finally we have a place where we can call home. It's not something super fancy, but it's functional and we have whatever we're going to need in order to finish the pack. I'm going to add more interfaces over here and over there so that we will have a total of 32 of them, and that should cover all the recipes for this pack. The machine area is over here and we have a hydrator so that we can make black concrete, and I also made the hydraulic press. Because unfortunately whatever I did, I could not automate the compressor from Galacticraft. So this is our only option. And instead of having a lot of lights everywhere, we just have arc lamps from Galacticraft. They're really good because over here I only have one and it illuminates the entire room. Anyhow, one of the reasons that I wanted to get into autocrafting was to try and make everything that we need from environmental tech. These guys are incredibly expensive and I don't want to mess it up. We need 49 solar cells and we cannot make it. Nice. Actually, we had 10 more erodium and I think we can make 49, right? Yes, we can. But this guy also needs 32 structure frames, which is not something that we can make. We need 98 more erodium. That's not very good. The reason that I did not upgrade the ore miner itself is because our generator is producing 17,000 RF per tick. It can generate a maximum of 25,000 RF per tick, but I think the ore miner is going to consume more. We also have our ME system to worry about, so I don't want to risk it. It is the next day and I have edited the footage and it seems that we only have 12 minutes of video. To me it felt much longer, but it's okay, we have plenty of things to do and we better get started. But first things first, there is something that I want to try and make. There is a teleporter from Galacticraft and it should look really cool. It does look cool. This has a maximum range of 250 blocks and it's not going to be used for going between dimensions, but I was hoping maybe we can use it to travel to our industrial area. The only issue is that I have no idea how it works. Okay, we have the power on the top, so I'm guessing we can have a quantum entangloporter over there and you go over there. So if we right click on the bottom half, we can give it an address, and I gave it an address of 1. And I have installed another one at our industrial area and we're going to give it the address 2. Maybe? And if I tell him to dial 1, can I go there? Are you working? Oh yeah, you do work. Nice. Well, honestly speaking, it's not a terrible way of transportation. It's fun. You just have to wait for a while until it teleports you. As I have mentioned earlier in the game, our main goal is to go to Neptune, so we need to make the next tier of rocket. Here is the schematic and we can unlock it. The system of making heavy duty plates is not paying off. Who is that? Anyway, we need to make some electric compressors because the hydraulic press itself is not good enough. I mean, I do understand that you can automate this using your applied energistics system, but the speed of this guy is not the best. Let me show you. This is Mercury and we want to get the compressed Mercury. And this is the speed. And it only gives you 2 plates, so it's not gonna cut it. Yeah, for the moment, this is much better. 20 minutes to make a tier 6 rocket. But we have it. And we just put you over here for refueling. Although technically speaking it's not refueling, we're fueling it for the first time. I think since making every single plate is going to take a very long time, what we have to do is to have a huge backup. So maybe 1 or 2 stacks of the previous tiers. So for instance, I do have a stack of heavy duty plate, which is tier 1, and then we're going to upgrade it to tier 2. And over here I'm actually upgrading a tier 2 to tier 3. And then I'm just making the material to upgrade them furthermore. I'm not sure if this is the right thing to do, but I'm going to make the tier 3 spacesuit, which was pretty expensive. We also need brand new thermal padding for the cooler planets. And I'm assuming that we're good to go. I have the matter receiver, I do have the digital miner, and we can teleport back whenever we want. Okay, good. See you on planet George. I'm not gonna pronounce the other name. Taking one giant leap. Yes, this one is pretty giant. Slow down, slow down. Oh, we have 700 blocks to go. Maybe I should slow down now? Why do you have to drop me in an ocean? It's not fair. I'm just saying. Very welcoming. So, I have set up shop and let us see if we can retrieve our rocket. Is it really bad? No, it's not that bad. Yeah, actually it's bad. Okay, now that we have some saturation, let's attempt it one more time. Yes, I have it. I have it. We can go out. Very good. And I forgot to mention, on planet George, we're looking for crystal ore and white gem. Although I'm not sure, do we need the white gem for anything? Maybe. Alright guys, I'll tell you what, I think this is going to get very boring very soon because it's a very repetitive task. We still need to go to Neptune, and I need to gather all the resources, make the next tier of rocket, and also make the next tier of spacesuit, which is the final one hopefully. So I will do all of that, then I will bring you back. And I'm back. I actually thought it's going to take far longer in order to get prepared to go to Neptune because I'm going to need to make the tier 4 spacesuit. The thing is, in order to make it, you're going to need zinc, and you get it from Neptune, so the tier 3 should be good enough. We have the correct thermal padding, we have oxygen, we have the digital miner, and we have a matter receiver. So we should be good to go. I should bring some torches. I was going to say that this is going to be our final journey for this episode, but maybe we're going to have one more. We will see. Oh, we can go to Kuiper Belt. I had no idea. Neptune will do for now. Prepare for entry, okay. No steps then. I have a feeling that we're going to be dropped inside another ocean, yes. I think so. Oh no, we're not. Very good. Oh, okay, I fell in it. So many creepers. What's going on over here? This is such a garbage area. Is this the dungeon? Yes. Anyhow, I was trying to say that is such a garbage area that I think we should set up shop over here. That is an advancement. So what are we looking for on Neptune? Blue gem and zinc. Honestly speaking, I'm beginning to like Neptune, because look at the sun. It's so tiny, and there seems to be a fog. Of course, we had a relatively good experience on Neptune because we did not get dropped inside an ocean and we did not lose our rocket. Anyhow, we have what we need. We can go home. I have made the tier 4 spacesuit and I have put gravity control on the boots, so I'm hoping for our next destination it's going to work slightly better. And making the tier 4 spacesuit was also a quest and we have completed it, which is very good. Our next destination is going to be Venus. We don't have to go there because of a quest, but there are some ores that I really want to get. Yes, Venus. Hopefully we're not going to die. That doesn't look very encouraging. Are we burning? At least it's a rocky planet, which is very good. Is that acid rain? Will it kill me? No. So what are we looking for? It seems we can find silicon over here. Yes. And there's also one more ore that I really want to have, and it's called solar ore, which is supposed to be used in making solar panels, but how do you convert it into dust? Oh, you can, okay. You just have to break it. I have no idea what this is. What are you? Yeah, there are badges of it everywhere and I have no idea what it does. It does not have any uses. I wanted to start crafting something and I realized I need to make some steel ingots. So naturally I went to our ME system and ordered some steel ingots. And then I noticed we don't have any iron left. Do you know how many iron ingots we had in our system? 5. That's it. Do you know how many iron ore we had left? 0. And this was tin. What I'm basically trying to say is that mining is not off the table, but this one is iron. That was a huge win. We got 900 iron clusters. Really good. I want this to be our final mining session, so let me gather some resources, then I will show you how much I have gathered. And that was osmium, by the way. Oh, lava, that's not good. Alright guys, I spent 1 hour on mining and this is the result. It's not that bad because we also have 9000 iron clusters. And in the meantime, I think we have enough material to make the solar panel. This is not the one. Yes, this is the one. We just need 32 structure frames. And I think for the moment, we're just going to set it up over here. And this guy is generating 9000 RF per tick, you're consuming 3600. Okay. Now the question is, can we also upgrade the ore miner? It's going to require 56 structure frame of tier 3, which is exactly 112 chironite. I think we can do this. Yes, we can. I'm going to put it up there. And we also need to remove this chest. These are the important things and we can void the rest. We are generating 8000 RF. The ore miner is consuming 9200. That's not very good. So I think we have to keep the quantum entangler porter anyway. And this is how fast we're gaining ores. That is good. That's actually really good. I'm happy. Oh, and by the way, this is the result of our experiment in Venus. I wanted to make the solar array from Galacticraft because I thought it will look cool and it will generate a lot of RF. Unfortunately, it does not. We have 9 solar cells and it only makes 35 RF per tick. It's designed to work in a space station and we're in the overworld, so it's not getting any bonuses. So this is why it's very garbage. And of course, I thought having a car is fun. Although it's not very useful because you cannot see the mobs. I had a slight problem over here. I was using an ultimate universal cable in order to power the ore miner because we're not producing enough power in the solar panel, and I was thinking maybe we can drain some power from the generator. But for some reason it took priority and we were not using the solar panel and we were just using the generator. And the problem that I had with the generator was in fact with the syngas producer. This is how fast we were burning wood, which is really bad, but imagine if you consume it at double the speed. So I switched it with a basic universal cable, and now it's only transferring 1200 RF, which is enough. Meaning that next episode we have to start working on our power generation and try to make a central power reserve. I mean an induction matrix. Anyway guys, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.